Alrighty. Don't mind the cat kingdom. Hey, you two. So go and find a comfortable place on your back. Take any form you'd like. And just start to settle in. Allow the eyes to close for a moment. Just allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Good. Taking a moment before we go in a little bit deeper, I'm going to read you a little quote from my book of happiness. You cannot make someone else happy, but you can help them in the right direction. With generosity, for example. Share your happiness. Share your happiness, give away a smile, give away another one, give away 1,000,000 smiles. Be generous. Give away 1,000,000 smiles a day. Remember, everybody wants to be happy. Do not expect to feel happy all the time. Happiness comes and goes. Happiness goes and comes. Let it come and let it go. Start to let those words settle in as you start to bring yourself more into the present moment. Start to scan over the body here, checking in, acknowledging any areas of tightness, concern, any injuries, fatigue. Checking with those shoulders and neck. We did a lot of work with that last class. We're going to target those areas again, but just check in there, see how they're feeling. They might be a little fatigued, so be mindful of that as you move today. And take a full inhale in, and let it go. And start to check in mentally, acknowledging what type of day it's been. Start to acknowledge those emotions, those thoughts that are bubbling up that haven't quite left you as you just arrive on your mat. And give them a little bit of validation, and then give them some loving kindness, and see if you can let go of them, leave them outside your four walls, so you can allow yourself to focus on you, your breath, your movements in the present moment while you're here on your mat today. Take another deep inhale in, and let it go. And start to settle in on an intention for your practice today. What brought you to your mat? What do you want to focus on here? Maybe it's just being happy in your body, celebrating what your body can do today. Let that intention take form in your mind's eye. And then taking one hand, place it on your heart, place one hand on your belly. Exhale fully. We'll take a full inhale in, letting that intention settle in, and then your choice, either sigh it out or om. And then either keeping your hands where they are, maybe both of them go to your belly, start to bring your attention to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, let that breath expand. See if you can let the ribs expand in all directions, not just from side to side, but also up toward the ceiling and down toward the floor. Engaging any Ujjayi Pranayama if that's comfortable for you today, that slight narrowing at the back of the throat. Creating that ha sound or that wave sound. Excuse me. And then starting to find that equal parts breath, that Samavritti, just equal parts, inhaling and exhaling. So inhales and exhales are matching. Take a couple more rounds of breath here, allowing yourself to really settle into this space. And on your next exhale, let those eyes blink open. Let your knees start to bend if they're not already. Bring your feet flat to the floor. And then taking your wrists, reaching them up toward the ceiling and make wrist circles. Make fists with your hands, make wrist circles toward the right and toward the left. And then take those arms up overhead toward the floor, continue circling them. And as you go back up toward the ceiling, rotate the wrist in opposite direction. And then out to the sides, rotating in an opposite direction. And then opposite direction as those arms come back up to center. And then spread through the fingers, reach those fingers as wide as you can. And then exhale, make fists really tight. Inhale, expand the fingers. Exhale, draw them in. This time as you expand those fingers, reach the arms back overhead. And then lengthen the tailbone toward your heels, lifting that low back up off the floor. Take an inhale there. And then as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Gripping the edges of your mat with your hands. Press down into the soles of your feet, and then inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift the hips, push the hands toward your heels. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. From here, you're going to slowly take those arms up toward the ceiling. Overhead, press the backs of the hands into the floor. Good. Pressing the backs of the hands into the floor. Start to straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Good. Just pause there, getting into the front body, getting into the core. See if you can draw that low belly in, but still keep the low back up off the floor. Good. Take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, slowly lower it to the ground. At the end of your exhale, hover it over the ground. Take another inhale there. And as you exhale, bring the leg all the way back up to center. Good. Inhale, bends that knee. Exhale, place that foot on the floor. Keep reaching through those arms and then reach your left leg up overhead. Good. Take an inhale and exhale there. Press down into the sacrum. Find that little low back lift. Draw the low belly in. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower that leg down so it hovers off the floor at the end of your exhale. Take another inhale there. And exhale, draw the leg all the way back up to center. Good. Take an inhale there. And exhale, foot to the floor. Good. Draw both knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then from here, you're going to roll over to one side. Doesn't matter which side to start. Just roll over to one side, laying all the way on your side. And we're going to come into a forearm plank from our side here. So pressing into your top hand, slide your bottom hand up underneath, so it's on underneath your shoulder, and that your forearm on that bottom hand is about a 45-degree angle. Good, and then take your top leg, stack it in front of your bottom leg. So it's not on top, it's in front of. And then press into that bottom hand, those bottom hands, and lift your hips. So you're in a side plank. You can keep that front hand or that top hand on the floor for a little bit more support, or you can take it to your hip. Good. And then just do little hip dips. Take an inhale, lower the hip. Exhale, press it back up. So getting into the sideways. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Take that top hand, bring it to the floor. Good. Find yourself into Sphinx. Good. Elbows are just slightly in front of those shoulders. Press down into the palms. Draw the elbows back, heart forward. Ground down into the toes. Good. Take another inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, turn your palms toward one another. Press your palms together. Tuck your toes. And then lift your hips. Come into plank. Good. So you're just in regular forearm plank here. Press those palms together. Good. Lengthen the tailbone. Take another inhale here. Good. And as you exhale, lower the hips. And roll all the way over to your opposite side. So you're rolling all the way down. We've been there before. Roll all the way down. And then slide that right elbow under, your bottom elbow underneath you. Forearms at a 45-degree angle. So either stack your feet or place your top leg in front of your bottom leg, and then press those hips up. So side plank on our forearm. Good, pressing down into the forearm. Good, lifting those hips. Maybe top hand comes to your hip or it stays on the floor. And then inhale, lowers the hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good, and then taking that top hand, bring it to the floor. Bring yourself all the way down to the floor to that Sphinx pose. This time, turn the palms up. Good, palms are up, elbows draw back, heart draws forward, ground through the toes. Good, imagine you want to drag yourself forward. Take one more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, brings those hands together, press the palms together, tuck the toes, lift those hips, come to forearm plank. Good, breathing there. Another full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lowers the hips. Exhale, come into Sphinx, turn those palms up. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, lower the chest, hands by the side, tuck the toes, press back into child's pose. Adjust yourself on your mat, move any cats out of the way that might need to be moved. And find child's pose. Good, relaxing down into it, breathing here. Lengthen out through those arms, so you can reach through those fingers a little bit more here. And then send your tailbone more toward your heels, find length in the spine. Another full inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, ground down into those hands. Find a few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, lengthening the spine, belly drops. Exhale, press into the hands, round the spine, belly draws up and in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Good, one more here. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good, inhale comes to flat back. And exhale, pause. From here, you're gonna take your right leg. I'm just gonna turn around so that you can see what's gonna happen here. Inhale, right leg. You're gonna take that right leg and lengthen it back behind you. Good. Press into the back of the heel. Draw in through the low belly, press into those hands. And then inhale, takes that leg out toward the right. Exhale, draws it back to center, nice and slow. Inhale out, you can bend the knee if you need to. Exhale back. Good, one more time, inhale out. Exhale back. Good, this time draw the leg all the way out and then press that right foot down into the floor. So your right foot's equal with your hips. I'm gonna just face you here. Good, so you're grounding down into that foot. Press down into the hands, then inhale, rock forward into the hands. And then exhale, sit back. So we did this last time. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good, inhale, forward, and then turn those palms out. Or sorry, your fingers out. Heels of your hands face in. And then rock from side to side for a moment. Good, and then if it feels okay, rock backwards, flatten the back toe, and then reach those hips back as far as you can, but keep that right foot on the ground. So you're gonna get into that inner groin. If it feels better to keep the back toe tucked, and you have it as a little kickstand, take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings you back up to center. Exhale there. Good, as you inhale, take your right hand either to the back of your head or to your shoulder. Inhale, opens that right elbow to the ceiling. Exhale, elbow toward your bottom arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, round, maybe all the way to the wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Good, one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good, inhale, opens. You reach that arm all the way up. And then exhale, hand to the ground. Good, pause there, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to take yourself and you're going to you're going to take that back leg, sorry, and you're going to lift it up toward the ceiling. Good, so you're lifting that right leg. Exhale, swing it back behind you. As you do, your left foot's coming off your mat, you're coming into that modified side plank. Good, Press down into that bottom hand, get that left knee underneath your hip, and then adjust that left hand so that your hand is just in front of your shoulder. Right, so it's not right over your shoulder, right under your shoulder, it's just in front of. And then maybe top arm reaches. Maybe you're pressing into the outer edge of the foot and reaching that top arm over, finding some side stretch. Good, maybe that top hand bends and finds the back of the head. Lean back, finding a deeper stretch, let the head be heavy in the hand. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Good, inhale, takes that top arm up. Exhale, circles it all the way to the ground. Your right leg is back behind you. So your right leg's back behind you. And then you're gonna take that right leg and draw it back out to the side. Good, so the right leg's back out to the side again. You're breathing there. Good, and then from here, you're gonna take your left arm. Inhale, reach it up to the ceiling. Exhale, elbow toward your arm. Inhale, reaches that arm up. Exhale toward the right arm. Inhale, left arm reaches. This time as your left arm reaches, it's gonna go all the way under. Reach that arm out toward your right foot and pause. Good, so it may or may not touch your foot. If it does, see if you can push your foot away more, holding on to the big toe. Maybe right fingers come up, so it's like a thread the needle pose, but we have one leg extended. Draw up through the low belly. Take another inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, press down into that right hand. Exhale, presses you up. Take an inhale, reach that left arm up to the ceiling. And exhale, hand to floor. Good, as you inhale, lift that right leg again. Exhale, send it to the back of your mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose or to the outside of the hand so that you can step that foot forward. Good. Once you're there, inhale, sweeps those arms up, find a low lunge. Good. Draw that low belly in. Lift and lengthen through those arms. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, steps that right knee back. Exhale, find downward facing dog for a moment. Take an inhale there. Exhale. Inhale comes back to hands and knees. And exhale. As you inhale, take that left leg, extend it back behind you. Exhale, take that left leg, bring it out to the side. Inhale, draws it back to center. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, out to the side, pressing that foot down. So you're in that extended leg, little cat-cow position. Good. And then take those palms and turn it so that your fingertips point back to you. And again, just rocking a little bit from side or back and forth, getting into the wrists a little. And again, if your wrists are ever bothering you too much, you can always come onto fists and do the same action. You'll just get more of your inner groin stretch rather than the wrist stretch. And then bring those hands back to center. And then reaching it back as far as you can. Pressing into the hands, keeping that left foot on the ground. Don't let it lift up, and no one's gonna want to. Good, getting into that inner groin. Another breath there. Exhale. Inhale, shifts forward. Exhale, pause. And then as you inhale, take that left hand either to your shoulder or the back of your head. Inhale, opens it up. Exhale, elbow toward your arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, maybe to the wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open and reach. Pause there, take an inhale. And then exhale, brings that left hand to the ground. Press into the hands, lengthen the chest forward. Inhale, lifts that left leg up. Good, exhale, pause. Take another inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, placing that or taking that left leg back. And as you bring that left leg back, turn the right leg off your mat, coming into that side plank modification. Right hands down, shoulders just behind the wrist, stack your hips, and then take that top arm overhead. Good. So top arm can either reach straight up, so your right hand's down, right knee's down, left arm's reaching. Unless you did the other side before. Top arm reaches overhead, so you can lift up through those sideways. Good, pressing down. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, circles it all the way down. Square the hips. Take that right leg lift, or sorry, left leg lift it to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale brings it all the way back out to the side again. Exhale there. Good, so it's out to the side. We're going to thread the needle on the other side. Taking your right hand to your shoulder or to the back of your head. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Feel it maybe into the hip. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. This time as you exhale, sweep that right arm all the way over to the left. Let the head drop down. Come up onto the left fingertips. Press into that left leg. The hand and the foot do not have to get close, but if they do, grab onto one another, resist one another. Find a deeper back stretch. Good, take another inhale, draw up through the low belly. And exhale. Pressing into that left hand as you inhale, reach yourself up. And exhale, hand down. Good, as you inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lifts that left leg. Inhale, draws the leg to the back of your mat. Exhale, pause. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee toward nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee toward nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, either knee toward nose or toward the outside of your left hand. Step it forward. And then inhale, takes those arms up. Gonna draw in through the low belly, lift and lengthen through the chest. Finding some openness, maybe some wrist circles here. Take an inhale. And exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, stretch that left knee back. Exhale, downward facing up. Good, nice full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale goes forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Good, ground through the toes. Take the hands, reach back, press the palms into the floor. And then inhale, lift the shoulders, shoulder blades together. Exhale, press into the feet. Kneecaps lift, heart lengthens forward. Take another inhale, maybe lift those heels. Maybe exhale, lift the hands. Good, take another inhale. And as you exhale, feet down. Inhale, bend the elbows, hands by your side. Exhale, tuck the toes. Take an inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, press back knees. Hips to heels, lengthen it out, extended child's pose. Big inhale, reach through those arms. Exhale. Inhale, shifts forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple moments, pedal through the feet. Shift the hips. Check in with your downward dog. Check in with your arms. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Good, put a little bend into the knees. Inhale, starts to walk those hands back toward the feet. Once you are there, pause there, bend deeply into the knees, let the head hang. Give a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. And then relax the head, release the hands to the floor if they're not there already. Bring your hands to your knees or shins. Inhale, lengthen long spine. Exhale, pause. You're gonna draw up through the low belly, get your chest parallel to the floor, draw in through the legs, and then reach those arms back behind you. Palms face one another. Draw those shoulder blades onto the back, heart lengthens forward, maybe even chin lengthens to the top of your mat. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Good, put a little bend into the knees as you inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, reach up. Exhale, grab onto the right wrist. Take another inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, grabs onto the left wrist. Take an inhale, and exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, reaches those arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Good. Just bring a little breath and tempo here. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, hands back by your side. Inhale, sweeps the arms up. Exhale, hands by your side. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands by your side. Good, adding on here. Take a journey to the top of your mat if you are not there already. Have your blocks handy. We're going to do a sun salutation half version, but with Malasana. So your feet are going to be a little bit wider. If Malasana isn't going to work for you, just do a low squat. So have those feet just slightly wider than hip distance. Ground out into them. Exhale fully. Inhale, sweeps the arms up. Listen carefully as you exhale, hands go back behind you. Interlink the fingers. Press the palms together or spread the fingers wide. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Bend the knees. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, heels in, toes out, squat. Take an inhale there. Exhale, fold, toes in and heels parallel. Inhale, brings the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, just like that. Inhale, reaches the arms up. Exhale, hands back behind you. Interlink the fingers. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Lift the heart, bend the knees. Exhale, hold. Inhale, sweeps the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, heels in, toes out, squat. Take an inhale there. Exhale, fold, toes back in, heels in line. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time here. Inhale, sweeps the arms. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlink the fingers. Inhale, rolls the shoulders back. Exhale, bend the knees, hold. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, drop down into that squat. Take an inhale there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeps the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, pausing there in Tadasana. Bring those feet more back to normal distance. Pausing there. And we'll add into our sequence here, warming up our arms, moving through a little bit of variations. Exhale fully. As you inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, shift the weight into your right foot. On your next exhale, start to lift your left leg up toward the ceiling, standing splits. So hands are on blocks or floor. Lengthening out, maybe find a little forward fold, pour the weight into the back leg. Good, that left hip wants to lift. See if you can draw that left hip to the ground. So really finding that inner thigh stretch on your standing leg. Keep lifting through the back heel. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, extend that left leg back. You're going to step it back into a high lunge. Find your balance. Back heel is up. Inhale, sweeps those arms up, coming to crescent lunge. Good. Big inhale here. Lift and lengthen through the chest. Draw in through the belly. Power up that back leg. That's your anchor. And then inhale, take the arms wide like cactus. Exhale, draw those elbows down to your hips as you lift your heart. Good, heart forward, shoulders back. Take another inhale, maybe lift the chin. Exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms up. Exhale, pause. Good, as you inhale, find cactus twist to the right. Exhale, pause. Good, as you inhale, reach through those arms. And as you exhale, take that left hand down either to the block or the floor. Pressing down, open the chest. Good, nice full breaths here. Maybe that top arm reaches overhead, lift up through the ribs, find that stretch from hip to armpit. Still powering up that back leg. Good, take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. So make sure that that hand that's down below you, that wrist is just in front of your shoulder, and that you're now turning your wrist crease toward your thumb. So you have two options. You can drop that back knee like we just did and swing that right leg back into side plank, or keep the back leg lifted, take that right leg halfway back, press down, lift up. So you have two options for your side plank here. Good, take another inhale here. Exhale. Good, one more inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, bring that right knee to the ground, if it's not already. Exhale, left knee to the ground. Right leg's gonna extend out long. Good, and then slowly start to drop the hips, bend into the knee. You're gonna sit down on your booty, so you're dropping backwards behind you. That right leg is out in front of you. Good, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Janu Shirshasana. So finding another hamstring stretch here. That right leg's getting a lot of length here in the hamstring. Heart comes forward. Press into the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back to center. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, cactus arms to the right. A little hard. Good. Inhale, reaches those arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. A little easier, more open. Good. Inhale, brings those arms up. As you exhale, bring the hands down. You're going to bring your left hand down. You're going to keep your left shin on the ground, and you're going to press into that left shin. Lift your hips, find rock star, flash dance, whatever you want to call it. Open up. Maybe that top hand finds the back of the head, and lean the head into the hand. Press into that right toe. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, bring the hips to the floor. Bring that right hand back behind you. Good. Keep that right hand into the floor, and then you're going to bend your left knee. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Press into that right hand. Lift your hips. Think wild thing. Good. So now your legs are more straight. Awesome. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale brings that knee, that leg back down. Good. Drop that left knee again. Find rock star. Take the right arm up. Press into that left shin. Reach it up. Open. Good. We've been here before. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, right hand back behind you. Bend that left knee. Reach the left leg. Inhale, lifts the hips open. Good. Exhale. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Awesome. Take an inhale, drop that left knee. Exhale, lift yourself back up. And then from here, slide that left knee back underneath you. So press into the right leg, slide that left knee back underneath you. Find that side plank modification. Big inhale there. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, draw that right knee into your chest. Exhale, step that right knee forward. Good. Pause there. A nice low lunge. Maybe adjust the back leg. And then inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale. Good. Tuck the back toes if they're not already. Press down into the feet and see if you can push yourself up so that back knee straightens up off the ground. Awesome. Take another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands to blocks or floor. Exhale, back leg lifts toward the ceiling. Good. Maybe those hands hover, find Virabhadrasana 3. Shoulder blades onto the back. Maybe arms find cactus. Maybe they reach back. Take another inhale. Hold to exhale. Inhale, brings that left foot to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale there. Exhale. Press down into those feet. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Second side. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, shift your weight over into that left leg. As you inhale, sweep that right leg back. Come into standing splits. Holding here, getting into the back of that left leg, into the hamstring, folding forward any little bit. Draw up through the low belly. Send the weight back to the back of the mat as you turn that right hip toward the ground. Another big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, lengthen long spine. As you exhale, reach that right leg back as far as you can, come to a low lunge. Find your balance, and on your inhale, sweep your arms up, find crescent. Good, drop up to the low belly. Drop in through the belly. Good, another big inhale here. And then as you exhale, find those cactus arms, drawing those elbows down toward your hips as your heart comes forward, low belly keeps drawing in. Good, and then maybe chin lifts. Draw elbows back, palms back. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, cactus arms to the left. Good, exhale, hold. As you inhale, reach those arms forward and back. And then as you exhale, take that right hand down to the blocker floor. Good, press down, find a twist, lift up through that back hip. Maybe top arm reaches overhead, find some length in the spine. Nice full breaths. Good, take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. Center that bottom hand. Make sure the wrist is in front of the shoulder. Your elbow crease points toward your thumb. And then roll to the pinky edge of that right foot. So your back knee can come down and you come into left leg on top. Or that left foot steps halfway and you're on your pinky edge. So a little different modification. Do what's best for you. Breathe. Shaking's good. We're not going to be here too long. Good. Maybe top arm reaches over, really lift up, press into that left leg if it's bent, or press into the right knee. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, look down, bring that right knee to the ground. Step the left knee back if it's not already. Good, find that other modified side plank pause. Good, big inhale. And exhale. Good, I kind of forgot where we're going, so don't worry about me. Oh yeah, and from here you're going to slowly start to bend those hips back. You're going to drop your hips down all the way to the ground, so you're coming to Janu Sirsasana. Yeah, there we go. Right leg in, left leg out. Take an inhale, reach the arms, and exhale, fold. It happens. We all have little mind lapses. Good, lengthening out, pressing down through the front heel. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to center. Good, and then from here, take that right hand, bring it back behind you. Press into that right shin. Inhale, find your flash dance, rock star. Open up, length up, press into that big left toe. Open the chest. Can you draw that right shoulder blade more onto the back? Another big inhale. And exhale, hips down. Good, as you inhale, draw that right knee up. Exhale, pause. Good, and then place your left hand back behind you. And then straighten that left leg. Lift up into the hips, find wild thing. Big hip. Good, and then bring your hips down. Bring your right shin down, right hand behind you, find rock star. Channeling that inner dancer in you. Bring the hips down, left hand back. Reach the right knee up, right hand up, lift. Good, one more time each side, drop down. Right knee down, right hand down, lift. And then back down. Left hand back, right knee up, right arm up, and lift. Wild thing. Back down. Good, bring your right hand behind you. Take that right knee to the ground, press yourself up, slide that right knee back underneath you. Finding your side plank. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, draw that left knee to your chest. And as you exhale, step that left foot forward. Good, lengthen, pause there into that low lunge. Adjust your stance, keep your back toe tucked, and then reach those arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press into that back foot and press into the front leg. Lift that back knee off the floor and then straighten it. Find the strength of those legs. Big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, hands to blocks or floor. Exhale, pause there, shift the weight forward, and then inhale, lift that back leg, find those standing splits. Maybe find Virabhadrasana 3, hands to hearts or hands reach back. Big inhale here. Exhale. Gonna take one more big inhale, lift the back body. And then as you exhale, brings that right foot to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Take a couple breaths here, take another big inhale. Exhale. One more full inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, release those hands by your side. Pause there for a moment, check in. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. We're gonna add on just a little bit more. Good, inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. Nice full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, shifts you forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Good, ground down into the tops of your feet. Hands are by your side, draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, press into the floor, and then exhale, act like you're gonna draw yourself forward with your hands. Elbows draw back, heart draws forward, use your upper back. Press into those feet. Take another inhale, and exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, press back knees, hips to heels, find child's pose. Take a nice full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, shifts the weight forward. As you exhale, bring your elbows to the ground. So turn those palms up or press your pinky edges in. So either way, it's gonna feel a little bit more awkward, but you're gonna build more strength. And then once you're there, I know my low belly likes to drop. Pull up through your low belly, tuck your toes, and then find dolphin. If you have forearm balance practice and you'd like to practice that, please feel free. We're working on a little bit of strengthener and then a stretch. So the first one, bend your knees, walk your feet in till your shoulders come closer to being over your elbows. Press into the floor, squeeze the hands toward one another, let the head dangle. Press down so much into those elbows that your head grows away from the floor. Keep bending the knees to take the hamstrings out of it. Another full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walks those feet back. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. Take a moment there. Feel the strength of those arms. And then inhale, shift forward again. Exhale, find those elbows underneath the shoulders. Turn the palms so they face one another this time. And then walk your hips back so that your shoulders are now maybe a good 2 or 3 inches behind your elbows. Keep pressing into the pinkies. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find downward facing dog or dolphin, but a little bit wider stance. So press into the elbows, squeeze the palms toward one another. Good, breathing here. So you're going to find a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Maybe even start to straighten those legs, unless it pulls into the low back, to get a hamstring and calf stretch. So you're now trying to lengthen forward as much as you're lengthening up, as much as you're lengthening back. So a nice little triangle shape. Another big inhale. Your head may touch the floor here, depending on the length of your neck and your arms. Exhale fully. Inhale, start to bend the knees, drop the hips or knees to the floor, hips to heels. Slide those arms all the way back toward your feet. Let your forehead rest on the ground or a block. Nice full inhale here. And exhale. One more full inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reaches those arms forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your choice if you'd like to go through a vinyasa here. That's gonna feel good in your body, please do, otherwise downward facing dog. Check in there. We're gonna add into another little flow here. Working on regular side plank, you have lots of options for your side plank, so please do what's best for your body. Inhale, shift your weight forward to plank. Good, as you exhale, roll to the right edge of your right foot, and then the inner edge of your left foot. Take your left hand either to your hip or toward the ceiling. So you have all those different options with your legs. Press down into those hands, reach up. Good, breathing. Good, coming into wild thing. So take that top leg, bend it, and then place it just behind your bottom leg and lift up. We've been here before from the ground. Good, wild thing. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, start to drop the hips, bend into the knees all the way to the floor. So your right hand's behind you, you're dropping down, right leg straight, left leg's bent, and then hug that left knee. Give yourself a twist. Good, sit up nice and tall, breathe into it. We're gonna hold those non-dynamic poses a little bit longer. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, release the bind, bring your left hand behind you. Left knee drops to the ground. We're finding rock star. Inhale, lift those hips, open it up. Lean it back, find some openness in the chest. Press into that bottom hand, take another inhale. Exhale, back down. Good, draw that right knee in, give it a hug again. Inhale, takes the arms up. Exhale, rotate to the right. Bring your left elbow and shoulder against your left knee. Do an open twist. Good, press into the floor, lift the chest, draw the low belly in. Resist that left leg and arm. Another big inhale. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, press down into that right hand. Good, look back, make sure that you're kind of more forward, straighten that arm, press into that right leg, press into the left foot, lift the hips, find wild thing. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, we're coming back to side plank, so you can drop your bottom knee if you need to, or stack the feet. Good, breathe there. If you want another little challenge, top leg or bottom leg draws into your chest. Good, if you want a deeper challenge, straighten that leg forward. Good, draw it back in, stack the feet. Left hand's gonna circle down to plank, pause there, and then your choice, either vinyasa, downward dog, or child's pose. It is your practice, do what you need to. Take 3 deep breaths wherever you end up. Let that go. Maybe even sigh out your mouth. Let it go. And lucky you, we have 2 sides, so we get to do that all again. Exhale, fully find downward facing dog. Inhale, shifts forward to plank. As you exhale, roll toward your left pinky edge, and then take your arm up. Make sure that your shoulder's behind your wrist, and then any modifications you need to. Good, press down, lift up, maybe top arm reaches overhead. Good, press down as much as you're lifting those hips. And then maybe that top leg steps back behind you. Good, find wild thing, lift the hips, reach the arm back. Good, take another inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, start to lower the hips. Keep the left hand behind you, keep the right leg bent, and then rotate toward that right leg, find the twist. Hug that leg in. Good, breathing, lifting up. Maybe right hand comes behind you to find a deeper twist. Hugging the knee in. Slowing the breath down because we know we're going to have another challenge here in a moment. Big inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, release that bind. Place your right hand behind you. Right shin goes down. Inhale, find your rock star. Lift it up. Exhale, open it up. Roll it back. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back down. Exhale, hug that knee in again. Lift that right knee, hug it. Exhale. Inhale, reaches those arms up, square the chest, and then exhale, cactus arms toward the left, and then bring those hands down, find an open twist to the left. Press down to lift up. Resist arm and leg into one another as you keep rolling that left shoulder back. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, look to your back hand, your left hand. Press it into the ground, make it nice and straight and strong. Take your right arm, start to reach it to the ceiling. Press into that right hand, press into the left leg. Inhale, lifts those hips, find wild thing. Exhale. Take another inhale there. And then as you exhale, slowly come back to your side plank, whatever that might be for you. Good, press down, lift up. Use the legs as much as you're using the upper body. And if you want that challenge, either bottom leg or top leg, draw a knee toward your chest. Maybe extend the leg forward. Take another inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, find plank. Hands to floor. Your choice, vinyasa, downward dog, or child's pose. Do what's going to be best for you. And everybody will meet up in child's pose. And take a nice full inhale and exhale there in child's pose. Maybe give those wrists a little roll. Slowing that breath down, tuning back in, preparing the body for the next challenge. So we're going to come into locust pose and then bow pose. So if you like to have a bolster under your hips, please present that to yourself now. Allow yourself to do that. My cat is on my blanket, so I'm going to do it on the floor today. Go ahead and lay all the way down onto the floor. Ground down through the toes. Take those arms back behind you. Palms are going to face up. And then as you inhale, shoulder blades together, chest lengthens forward. Exhale, hands hover. And then on your next inhale, feet hover. Good, draw the shoulder blades onto the back, spread through the toes, imagine the whole back body lifting, really use the back body. Lengthen the chin forward, not up, but out, then down, so you have a nice long neck as well. Another big inhale here. And exhale, release it down, turn your head to one side and pause. Breathe. And then coming into bow pose, we're going to come into it a little bit differently. Bring your chin toward the floor, bring your elbows forward, come into Sphinx pose. Press down into those elbows, draw the shoulder blades onto the back, and then bend the knees. This might be your Sphinx pose today, right? This might be your bow pose. Good, so press those heels up toward the ceiling, engage the glutes. Good, keep breathing. And then slowly make the elbows wide. Start to reach the hands back toward your feet. Maybe your feet and hands can touch. You can grab around the ankles, the feet, the toes, and then press hands into feet, feet into hands, squeeze shoulder blades together, and then use the back body to lift you. It's not all with the arms. Use that back body, engage the glutes. Maybe heels lift to ceiling. Good, heart comes forward, another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, release the feet. Come back to Sphinx for a moment. Ground the toes, take an inhale. And then exhale, release it down. Turn your head the opposite way, take a breath. Come back to center. Good, bring those hands by the side, tuck the toes, press back knees. Resist the urge to do child's pose. We're gonna come into camel. So if you need any padding under your knees, you can always take your mat and roll it under just a little bit. Good, so grounding down. We're gonna go into a little different version of camel today. So if it's okay for your feet, or sorry, for your knees, you're just gonna drop all the way down onto your heels. If that's not okay, place a block between your heels so that you're sitting back on that block with your hips. So we're gonna come into it kind of more like a bridge pose, right? So you're gonna draw the shoulder blades onto the back, lift the chest, grab onto your heels, And then draw those elbows back again, lift the chest, and now all you're gonna do is you're gonna push your hips forward as you keep leaning into your hands, think bridge pose. But really it's Ustrasana, camel pose. Chin can stay in toward your chest, maybe it lifts a little to the ceiling. Engage the glutes and press the hips forward. Good, take another inhale. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, start to bend those knees, hips back, and rest on the block or heels. Good, take a breath there, enjoy that head rush. And then from here, you're gonna roll yourself forward onto your knees. You're slowly going to bring your feet a little bit wider, come into that little Malasana squat. So it's a little bit of a break for the low back for a moment. And then lower your hips to the ground. From here then, you're gonna walk yourself so you're toward the middle of your mat and find Navasana. Yay. Gonna breathe here, a little bit more core work. Arms reach forward, draw in through the belly. Either stay here or on your inhale, lengthen out, find half boat. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold. As you inhale, slowly go all the way to the floor. And then exhale, sigh it out once you get there. Little bit of a Shavasana for a moment. But we have one more back bend. Your choice, either bridge pose or wheel pose. So you have Setu Bandhasana or Urdhva Dhanurasana. So your choice, bend those knees, press down into the mat. Maybe you're happy just staying here. Exhale, lift those hips. Good, maybe you draw those shoulders really far under. You can interlink opposite hands and then press down into those pinky edges. Press the hips up as you press the knees forward and then draw the heels back. If you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana, press into those hands, opening up the front body, lengthening out through the front of the body. So you feel that front body opening, you feel the back body working. Take one more full breath. Hold to exhale. As you inhale, slowly start coming down. Hips come down, pause there. Hands out like cactus maybe, or maybe they rest on your belly. Just pausing there for a moment. Maybe the knees knock in slightly, heels out. Just checking in, bringing your breath back down. And then from here, we did a lot of stuff into that sideways, so we're going to stretch that out for a moment. You're going to extend your legs out. Take your right leg, cross it over your left leg. And then slide those legs any little bit you can to the left. And then take your elbows up over, or bring your arms over your head, bend your elbows, grab onto your elbows, and then start to lean your upper body toward the left. So kind of like in yin, we have Banana Asana, but we're doing a little side stretch. Now power up the legs, push through the heels, and then reach heels and elbows away from one another. Find a nice side stretch here. Gonna take one more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale comes back to center with the upper body. Exhale, unwind the legs, pause there. Good, from here you're gonna take your left leg, cross it over your right. Walk those legs any little bit over to the right so you feel that little stretch in your left hip. And then grabbing onto the left elbow, start to draw that left elbow and upper body toward the right. Good, and then power up the legs, send the legs down, send the elbows up to the top of your mat. Find that side stretch. Maybe as you breathe deeper, you find a deeper stretch all the way from armpit to hip, maybe even from hip to ankle. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings the upper body back to center. Exhale, unwind the legs. Good, bring the arms down by your side, pause there. Good. Getting into the hips a little bit, you have two options. You can do Gomukhasana legs, which is right leg over left leg and squeeze the knees in, or you can do pigeon legs, whichever you would like to do that's going to get into your hips best. I'm going to go with Gomukhasana legs today, so I'm going to knee over knee, draw those knees into my chest, pause there. Try to lengthen the tailbone to the floor, flex the feet, and if I want deeper, hands on my shins, I'm going to draw my shins away from one another. But keep the knees in at the chest. If the knees go more toward the ceiling, you're not really getting into the hips. Unless you find knees to the ceiling gives you a good stretch that you need, go for it. It just does not do anything for me. For people that need more, you can grab onto your feet, draw those toes closer toward your shoulders if you need to get deeper into the stretch. See if you can keep your hips heavy. The hips like to lift up toward the ceiling. See if you can keep them a little heavy to really get into those hips. Take another couple breaths here. Exhale fully. Coming into a twist. Release the feet, place that left foot on the ground, shift the hips to the right. And then either keep eagle legs or any other twist that you'd like and drop those knees over to the left. Take the right elbow, drop it to the floor, open yourself up. Maybe that left hand rests on the top of that right thigh. Imagine growing your side waist long, hip and shoulder drawing away from one another. Take a couple more breaths here. Slowing the breath down. Exhale fully. Inhale, draws those knees back up. Exhale, unwind the legs, bring the hips back to center. Pause there for a moment. Just feel that goodness on that side before we go to the second side. And then your choice, either pigeon or that figure four stretch or Gomukhasana legs, eagle legs, draw them into your chest. Draw the shins away from one another, flex through the feet. Good, lengthen the sit bones down toward the floor. Try to relax the shoulders and jaw as much as possible. This is a little awkward position sometimes and we tend to grip and try to get it, but make sure it feels good. Let go of any holding. Let go any shoulds, woulds, or coulds. Just breathing here into the stretch. When the stretch lessens, go a little bit deeper. Just let your breath be your guide here. Let your breath tell your body it's okay to open up a little bit. Exhale fully here. Go ahead and release those legs. Place that right foot on the floor. Shift your hips to the left. And then drop those knees to the right. Good. Finding a twist here. Let that right shoulder draw away from the left to open up the chest more to the ceiling. Let that left shoulder be heavy. And then see what it feels like to squeeze your legs toward one another while you breathe one breath. And then relax the legs. Let gravity take over. Good, a couple more breaths here, letting yourself find the rhythm of your breath, help guiding you into a deeper twist. Exhale fully. As you inhale, draw the knees back up. Exhale, bring those hips back to center and pause there for a moment. Scan over the body, check in if there's any other posture your body needs. Allow yourself to take that now. Otherwise, maybe you draw into happy baby, maybe just giving those knees a hug. Whatever's gonna feel best to you. Maybe it's legs overhead. Just take a few rounds of breath. Checking in, sorting out anything that still might need to be stretched or worked loose. Go through that now, and then when you're ready, giving the legs a shake, allowing those legs to come down and extend out, finding your Shavasana, propping yourself up with anything that's going to best suit you today, taking up a little bit more space maybe covering the eyes. And then wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a full inhale, let the belly rise, ribs and chest expand in all directions. Hold on to that breath for a moment as you let all the goodness seep into your muscles and bones. And then sighing out anything that you're still gripping, anything that's not serving you, let that go with that sigh. If you feel you need to repeat that a couple more times, please do. Otherwise, let yourself surrender here into stillness, into relaxation. Allowing your body and mind to absorb the energy that you've created today in this practice. And let your body take a rest from the effort that it's given in this practice. Let your mind be at rest and be thankful for this time to be at rest. Letting yourself go into a few moments of silence here. I'll bring us out of Shavasana with 3 bells. Take rest. Silence here. I'll bring us out of Shavasana with 3 bells. Take rest. Feel free to stay here if you need to restore a few more minutes longer, enjoying the time that you have. If you're ready to end, start to deepen your breath and bring some movement into the body. The fingers, the toes, the wrists and ankles. When you're ready, reach your arms back over your head, slide your feet together, give yourself a long stretch from head to toe. Maybe continue to reach those arms overhead as you bend the knees and give yourself a little windshield wiper legs, or hug the knees into the chest. When you're ready, use your arm as a pillow, roll yourself over to one side and pause. Pausing there for a moment, scanning over the body, checking in with the shifts and changes from this practice. And then as you're ready, mindfully press yourself up, come all the way back up to seated. If your eyes have opened along the way, allow them to close. And bring the hands in front of the heart center, allowing yourself to be in the room, on your mat, and in your body. Connecting again with that intention that you've set for your day today. Allowing the strength, the energy, and the breath of this practice to help you with that intention as you transition off your mat and into your day. Leaving you with one little quote here. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be parted from freedom's true joy. May all beings dwell in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. We'll seal our practice in with one final Om, or a sigh of the breath. Take a full inhale. Bowing your head slightly. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And then holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for your effort, your energy today. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, wear some sunblock. Namaste.